So yes, informational roles. Informational roles are pertaining to the seeking and disseminating the information resources by developing a network of information, and also the managers managed by information. What is information? Information is basically anything you come to know about any material, any event, anything happening in the world. So, information is basically sometimes you receive information in pieces and sometimes you receive all the information at once. So, information is very critical for the organizations since information is also a key to drive the organization for the future growth, because information is in different forms. A manager can seek the information in form of a memo, in form of a report, in form of verbal communication, in form of any non-verbal communication, in form of any gesture, posture, or anything. He can get the information about his employees, about stakeholders, about shareholders, about society, about external environment, anything. So managing by information is really important for manager, because if a manager is not informed well about the events taking place in his team, in his organization, so how he would be able to manage appropriately. So there more than 75% of time spent by managers, general managers of big organization is talking to people, because by talking to people all the time empowers a manager to seek information from inside and outside the organizational resources, and to pass on the information to internal employees and also the shareholders and all other stakeholders. So, as we discussed earlier, there are three main components of informational roles, or three um, subdivided roles of informational role of a manager, which is like monitor, disseminator, and a spokesperson. Monitor, basically monitor ability of a manager is to seek information about his team members, about his employees, that how they are performing their daily tasks, are they able to achieve their targets, are they able to perform their job well. So a manager receives the feedback from customers, from other stakeholders, from sometimes from competitors as well, that how his team is performing. So this is something really necessary for a managerial role. Let me give you an example of a Canadian insurance company in which the CEO connects to the all the employees every 40 days and get the feedback from teams to improve the organizational culture and to improve the organizational performance. There is another example of Oticon company, which is a $100 million company in hearing aids. So its top management is always connected to its lower level employees to get the feedback, to get the suggestions, to improve the overall organizational performance. And there is another very famous example of SAS Airlines, which operate in Denmark. It's a Danish airline company. So when the passengers got on board on the flight, and there was a very scary sound from the engine when the plane took off. And what the captain did, like Captain Stark, he basically all the way and all the flight, during all the flight of 25 minutes, he kept on talking to people. and kept on like satisfying the passengers that we will be hopefully landing very soon on our destination, and there is no need to worry since we are safe and our engines are operating well. Since there is a scary sound, so no need to worry about it. So after that, most of the passengers always prefer to fly with SAS Airlines of Denmark. So informational role is very important. Disseminator and spokesperson are just opposite to each other. Dissemination of information is very important. Managers always try to engage his employees, and he disseminates the information to his employees so that his employees are at every time they are well informed and they are well informed to perform their job well. And a spokesperson is again really important because when there is a need for any improvement, there is a need for any resource getting from the top management, a manager is always the contact point for the team to get the resource from the top management. And most of the organization nowadays are keeping their even lower level employees well informed to maintain the transparency level. So these are the informational roles of a manager. After informational roles, here comes the interpersonal roles. Interpersonal roles are also really important for to perform a managerial job, since interpersonal roles are most of the time connected to the human skills. Like as we discussed earlier, conceptual, human and technical skills. So interpersonal roles are most often connected with the human skills of a manager. So there are more three subtypes of informational roles, which are figurehead, leader, and liaison. Figurehead, a manager is always a figurehead because all the team members see the manager as a role model and they want to follow their leader. Sometimes, not sometimes, but always a manager has to demonstrate the qualities of a leader so that other team members can follow him very easily. So figurehead is all about keeping the employees or team members motivated at all times. Let me give you an example of Taco Bell. Taco Bell's division head always awards and rewards his employees on an annual basis so that most high performing employees can set their pace at par and also perform very well in the coming future. In a leader role, as we have discussed many times in our previous videos about different leaders, so a manager is always a leader who inspires other team members to perform their job well. So it is not possible when a manager sits in the office, even he is sitting in the office, so he has to demonstrate all the qualities which are required to perform his job well. So when there is a problem, there is a challenge, a manager has to go with the team and he has to demonstrate the skills and abilities and knowledge so that other team members can follow him, and he has to guide the team members when there is a challenge, and he has to demonstrate those particular skills to overcome all obstacles. So for a leader or a manager, it is always very necessary to do a task himself before delegating that particular task to rest of the team members. And after leadership comes liaison. Liaison is basically the development of trust and relationship with other team members or employees. A manager is always trying to make the good rapport with all his team members and all his employees so that a level of trust can be maintained and employees are given empowerment to speak their minds out, and employees can share all the details and information about the tasks and the progress which is happening in their particular field of job. So it is really necessary for a manager to develop the liaison with his team members, with his customers, with all the stakeholders. So these are the six roles which are necessary for the informational and interpersonal roles of a manager. After interpersonal skills, now let's move to the decisional roles. Decisional roles pertains to the events about which the manager make a choice and make a decision. So decisional roles are very necessary to monitor the activities of team members and employees, and always to have a check and balance or control on all the activities. For example, there was a if there is a conflict, so a manager has to resolve the conflict. If the conflict is still pertaining between two employees, so the manager has to take decision about one employee, that whether the employee who is not performing or who is spreading the negativity among the team or who is spreading the panic in the team, so manager has to take action and has to transfer him into another division, into another team. Or sometimes decisional roles also pertains, not sometimes but always, the decisional roles pertain to the development and capability building of the employees as well. For example, delegating the task. When manager is out for holiday, he has to decide that who is the right person at the right time to place in his position, so that he should have alternative available for a future manager, and he has to develop the other team members to become managers, because the successful managers who are successful, they always produce the future managers very frequently. So these are the skills very necessary to also maintain the decorum and culture of the organization, or to bring the innovation in the organization. It is always necessary that each and every team member of the organization is able to perform all the managerial tasks. So decisional roles are always very important. Let me give you an example of a Canadian telecom company where, like Bell Canada, where two managers fought over like sales generation. So a manager had to decide, and he transferred a team member to another sales team so that the upcoming conflict may not arise, because they were both high performers, and the manager did not want to lose the high performer from the organization. So there are more four roles of decisional roles of managers, which is entrepreneur, disturbance handler, resource allocator, and negotiator. What is entrepreneur? Entrepreneur is basically to innovate. A manager should always be capable to bring a change in your organization. Whenever he sees the problem and challenges, he has to think about, and a manager always thinks about improving in the future and bringing up the projects which can take the organization on the right path of growth, and bring the organization more revenues and more businesses. So a manager should think like an entrepreneur. After the disturbance handler, as we discussed earlier, manager has to resolve conflicts whenever there is a conflict. And a manager is a resource allocator. A manager should know how to utilize people, time, equipment, and other resources to achieve the long-term and short-term organizational goals. And after that, the negotiator role, a manager is always a very good negotiator. He can bargain on the things to get the resources from the top management, and to get the high performance from the team. So he always has to negotiate with the people to keep the organization on an optimized level and to keep the organization to achieve its goals very efficiently and effectively. So these are 10 roles of a manager, or 3 categories of roles which are required to perform a managerial job well. So this is all about today, and we will be discussing about the manager in a not-for-profit or a small business organization in our coming video. And please do not forget to watch and like my video and subscribe to my channel. I require your support to get the more subscribers. Thank you and take care.